Yeah, this is going to be a dangerous weekend for sure, and it starts this afternoon into tonight. I want to point out there are two different kinds of situations going on. First, today, we've got a fast-moving cold front, and the front itself is moving so fast that once this line of storms develop, not only will we see strong winds within the storm, but it's also moving at about 50 to 70 miles per hour, so it adds those winds to these storms. So we could see wind gusts up to around 70 to 90 miles per hour. We could see strong tornadoes with a lot of those happening overnight. We could also see baseball-sized hail, and it's especially this area from Peoria right through St. Louis into Paducah, down into Memphis and Jackson, Mississippi. EF2 tornadoes are possible. Some could be even stronger than that. Now, tomorrow, we're going to see more of these supercells develop, so they're not going to move as fast, but this now increases the threat of long-track tornadoes, tornadoes that stay on the ground for a long period of time, and those could cause significant damage. The best chance of that will be in this red area through Alabama, through Mississippi, through New Orleans, too. So not only will we see those long-track tornadoes, wind gusts up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, baseball-sized hail as well. Then as we go into Sunday, it's going to mainly affect the East Coast from Washington, D.C., right down into northern Florida. Best chance of seeing those tornadoes would be from Virginia and points south, but we're still looking at the chance of those wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, quarter-sized hail, a possibility. It's all out ahead of this cold front, so it's really warm ahead of it. It's cold behind it, and then this will just slowly spread east as we go into tonight, and then on Saturday and exit the East Coast by Sunday. Eastern Plains and the Midwest. Besides that, though, rain and snow out in California. We have had some mudslides. Even an EF0 tornado yesterday in Southern California was reported. Record high temperatures down south, and the East Coast looks nice. A little cool in the Northeast in the 40s, but you go a little farther south, 60s and 70s with some sunshine. Let's look at what power outages. Those could be widespread. Combined with that tornadoes, we could see a lot of damage, flight delays, cancellations. Also want to point out just how dry and windy combines with those warmer temperatures, and we could see a dangerous fire weather danger set up here. So we are looking at gusts in North Platte, Nebraska, 56 miles per hour. Kansas City, 54 mile per hour wind gusts. Tulsa, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So it's in this area in here, especially including Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls, where because of the dry vegetation, the warmer temperatures, those gusty winds, we could see any fire spread out of control very quickly. So that's going to be another thing to consider when we're talking about winds this high. Let's look at the weather across the country. They're the most deadly because they occur overnight when folks are sleeping and not as aware of what all is happening. We could see wind gusts up to 70 to 90 miles per hour and baseball-sized hail. That could cause a lot of damage as well. Then as we go into tomorrow, we're going to see the chance of more long-track tornadoes. Not so much overnight, but still during the afternoon into the evening hours. And those storms could produce, again, those wind gusts up to 50 to 60, 70 miles per hour. That could create some down trees and power lines, causing those power outages. Golf ball-sized hail, a possibility. The moderate risk area is down through central and southern Mississippi, most of Alabama, including New Orleans over into Louisiana, too. Then as we go into Sunday, that threat is going to move to the East Coast. Not as intense of a threat, but tornadoes are still a possibility, especially from Virginia south. Wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, which is enough to cause significant damage, and quarter-sized hail, a possibility. So that could create some delays on the East Coast, too, going into Sunday. Savannah.
All right, Dylan, thank you. Better today as we wrap up National Sleep Awareness Week.
Yeah, this morning we're going to take a closer look at something that we've all done, something that we actually really love around here. We're talking about naps. But have you ever felt even more tired after a quick snooze and wondered if you're doing more harm than good?
Well, NBC's Morgan Chesky caught up.
That you're really sleep deprived.
Oh, no question, I'm sleep deprived.
Yeah, if I get 6.5, I've won the lottery.
Oh, yeah.
I do wake up in the morning thinking,
love a good nap.
All right.
Yeah. Should I do some weather?
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear more. We want to hear more.
Drop it.
You know what? You got to hear more, though.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you put me on the spot.
I hear you, though. I hear you. Well, it's a
Amen.
double pump up. Brad Pitt. That movie looks awesome. F1 hits theaters on June 20.
Great job.
Thank you.
You know what?
You did a great job. You get
Pop start. Pump it.
You pump it.
Pump the pop start. We're going to bake some pies in honor of Pie Day.
We're back with our series, The Sweetest Thing. And perhaps you've seen
Empty-handed. So I am just I'm not like a sweet treat kind of person.
A little dangerous to have it downstairs.
It is dangerous because, and all of this is imported from
she's hand choosing
good stuff from these most of the time mom and pop little candy shops in other parts of the world. Little Sweet Treat has its flagship store in Manhattan's West Village, as well as the shop right here in Rockefeller Center. So.
Excellent.
It's so
like real.
I know, and there's and they constantly have turnovers, so there's always something new.
As healthy as candy can get. All right, still to come here. Speaking of something sweet,
but not least, I never get to take my shoes off at work.
You get on this every morning.
I have this right out sure, so it's nice and easy. What it does is get all the blood flowing. It's great for recovery.
Can you
And if you wanted to, usually you can use it up to 30 minutes. You can sit at your desk and have it under your feet. Again,
but
getting
the idea is to relax.
So this morning in our series Life Lessons, we're exploring the concept of wealth, and we're talking beyond our money. Some conversation that you had with a friend, a memorable conversation, clearly, because you maintained it was transformational. It changed the course of your life.
Yeah, I went out for feeling like I'd been punched in the gut. The idea that the amount of time you have...
Those 5 types of wealth, what are they?
So time...
Let's talk about social wealth for a moment because, you know, healthy, strong relationships, I think we can all acknowledge that that's a fantastic person.
I think you're... Well, that was very nice of you. And I
Look at you, building bridges.
There you go, I love it.
Really, you've given us a lot to think about. His book, by the way, The 5, is available right now.
Awesome. All right, well, coming up, Joy Bauer is our quiz.